What's up, everyone? This is Ned. I'm gonna keep you guys updated with my car. Let you know what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Some things I do might not be as good as the way you do it. So if you do have an easier, better way route to doing it, feel free to comment. Let me know. I'll take ideas. Right now, the motor's in the car. I had an update video, but it didn't explain anything. Just got off work. I'm gonna give you guys a tour around the car, show you, tell you what I'm doing and how far I am. There's a couple things I'm running into with issues. I'll mention all that, and then I'll mention things to you guys that I'm doing and I think is working good so far. Alright, the motor is a K20 Z3. It originally had a spun bearing. I bought another motor. I bought a K20 A2 that was all intact and everything. It had high mileage, but I only got the motor for 260 bucks. So I used the K20 Z3 block, and then I tore apart the K20 A2. I put the internals in the K20 Z3 from the block with the oil pump. It's a lot nicer to have the K20A oil pump. Revs higher, less room in the pump. I kept the K20 Z3 head, and I put the RBC intake manifold on it. They're one of the best OEM intake manifolds you can get. They build a lot of good power, especially in high RPMs. Of course, you have to use adapter plate when you run the RBC intake manifold, so you can run a cable throttle body. So yeah, you just get the adapter plate, cable throttle body, and it fits, it works. I got this plate, the bracket right here from Carcept. It's a nice bracket, and I made stock EK throttle cable work by just modifying it a little bit, and it works really good. So as you can see. Alright, right now the car is the whole front end pretty much is zip tied all together, and it lines up pretty good. I did that just to see how everything will line up and look. The car, when I bought it, it came with these wheels. I don't know what they are. They're 16 by 7s. Right now, keeping them on is just gonna save me money. But if you were wondering about the doorknobs, yeah, the car used to be yellow, and the previous owner painted it black. It was red, yellow, and now it's black. I'm using EKK1 mounts. That way I can use my stock subframe that came with the car. It's my first K, doing everything by myself, so I'm trying to do it as easy as possible until I learn. So far I like these mounts. They're really nice. They're really sturdy. I ran into one problem. I'll figure it out soon. But because I'm using a K20 Z3, the post mount, as you can see, is longer. It has this extra leg here. And I ordered a brand new one from Honda with brand new bolts because I can have 4 bolts in it instead of 3. It's gonna support a lot better. This is the K20 A2. As you can see the difference with the leg. But everything else is the same except the bolt holes on the K20 Z3 one are bigger. So you're gonna have to run bigger 19mm bolts than these. So yeah, I had to upgrade to bigger ones. And then I removed everything. So I can just have 2 nice bolts and it will look very flush. The problem I'm having is the motor is pushing over here towards the headlight while there's a gap on this side. Right now I haven't really figured it out. when I first had the motor in, it fit perfectly fine, and once I got this bracket, it threw it off a little. So now I don't know if it's with tightening things in the back and the side that might have changed it, but I'll figure it out, I guess. I'll put this one back on and see if it changes, but the dimensions and everything are the same. Alright, this is a clutch line from Valix Racing. It's a store I found on eBay. I haven't shopped in there in a very long time, but this thing is very nice. The seller was very great. Like I said, Valix Racing on eBay. They did a great job. They sent it out and I got it in 2 days. They marked everything, where everything goes. They even sent me an extra crush washer in case I lose one. It's awesome. Went to Honda today, bought a brand new water pump housing gasket and a brand new chain guide for the head. Just be on the safe side, rather have new. I forgot to mention I'm using a K20 A2 transmission. It's 6-speed, so I'm gonna be using the 6-speed transmission. Everything works great, so I'll be running it with the stock shifter box with the mounting plate. I'll either get it from AFH or Carcepts. Alright, this is a conversion harness from Hybrid Racing. It's 96 to 98. Very easy, very simple to use. Pretty much all plug and play. They are pretty expensive, but they save you a headache. Alright, this is how the head looks. It's very clean. Of course, it doesn't have the guide on there right now. It's right over there. I'll be putting that on tonight. I rebuilt the bottom end by myself. My first K. New piston rings, new bearings. Hopefully everything works out. I'll be using K-Pro. It's a lot easier to use than using an immobilizer, and I can do whatever I want on it. Hopefully make some power. I'm using a competition stage 4 clutch kit with ACT lightweight flywheel. I got it for a really good deal from my friend. On the internet they go for about $650, $680. This was brand new for my friend. He bought it, never used it. And you know, I came by and got it from him for a really good deal. Right now I got some more parts that need to go on. I got an ASR subframe brace. I pretty much got it for free, so I got it. It came with some other parts that I bought. A good friend of mine sold me Hasport axles that I'll be needing to use for my mounts. Hasport axles go for about 500 bucks, 450. Yeah, they're used, but you know what? It was 100 bucks, and he gave me RSX Type S axles. The one just needed a boot, so I'll be taking a boot off one of these, putting on that one, and I'll be good to go. I also got a alternator. I'll be putting that on tonight. I got coil packs for days. I'll never be having a misfire issue. I got more parts in boxes. I got parts over here. I have a cord engine harness, a cord intake manifold. I got a girdle from the Z3. I used the K20 A2 girdle because I used the K20 A2 oil pump, and that way I didn't have to tap anything or block anything off. It was straight bolt on. That's the K20 Z3 oil pump. That thing is huge, and people tested it on the dyno with the A2 oil pump, and they got more power out of it. So, alright, right now I'm just mocking my water pump just to see how everything's gonna fit and look. because I won't have AC and power steering. I'm gonna run the K20 A2 water pump with the tensioner, and then I'll be using a EP3 or a K-tuned EP3 idler pulley with a belt, a shorter belt. Some people use 50.5 or 51.5, I believe, and hopefully I can run the belt and everything will fit. I was thinking about using the Carcepts AC power steering delete kit and moving the wheel up and down, but some people say that it will hit the mount and that the K-tuned one clears because it would sit over here. Alright, made a gasket for the water pump housing, and the new rubber one I bought will be going here. So make sure you don't make a gasket here, just around here. Speaking of gaskets, for my intake manifold I got the K-tuned high temp reusable gaskets. Very nice. They keep the intake manifold a lot colder. After running your car, you could actually touch the intake mani and it won't burn you, won't be super hot. They're reusable too. Alright, that's the old clutch line. Disgusting. This is the new one. New clutch line. They send out a long one too. You get a lot of line, so you can tuck it if you want. That spare washer they sent me really came in handy because I lost one. I just bled my clutch by myself too. That's why I'm really tired. Shit, been kicking the shit out of that thing. But clutch feels amazing now. Got gas, got clutch.